Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Joe Brown here at Financial Wellness University. I'm your coach, your teacher on this journey to financial wellness. And today I want to concentrate on side hustles or the importance of having a side hustle. If you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. If you are a subscriber, thanks for returning. And also, subscriber or not, if you would hit that little like button so that more people will see this video, as the way that YouTube algorithm works. The more likes, the more likely it is to be seen by more people. And leave a comment below. Check out the information below. I put it there so that there's useful information to enhance your life financially. And as I said, today I'm going to look at the importance of a side hustle. That sounds like something you want to get into. Even if it's not something you want to get into, I believe it's worth hearing because it could change your life. Stay tuned. So, side hustles. Now, when I say side hustles, what I mean is most people, the vast majority of people, have a job that pays the majority of their bills. If you're among the few, the minority of people who have businesses, then good for you. Even if you have a business, even if you have a job, I recommend that everyone have multiple streams of income. And just a common term that a lot of people call it, a side hustle is something that you do in addition to something else. So say, for instance, you work full-time, 40 hours as a teacher. Well, your side hustle could be selling things at a flea market. Something you do on a part-time basis. It might make a little bit of money. The idea is that you get something going, and then it might have the ability to become a full-time thing, where to the point where it can even replace your full-time job, your other income, or you could just add to the income you have. And one of the keys I always tell people, don't adjust your lifestyle to fit all that new money from the side hustle or the second source of income, but use that to pay off that debt that's been lingering in your life. Use that to build an emergency fund. Use that once your emergency fund is built, your little primary, 1,000 to 2,000. Once you pay off that debt, get all that consumer debt out your life, then you can begin to save a real emergency, 3 to 6 months or even more, depending on the volatility of your job, your industry. And then you can begin to get all that debt out your life, right? Or you've done that, you've gotten the consumer debt, you've built your emergency fund. Now you can use that second income to start investing to build real wealth, so that you don't have to work for the rest of your life, but you have money that's working for you, and you accelerated that process by having a second source of income, by having that side hustle. And there's many side hustles. I mean, they're infinite. You can write books, you can sell ebooks, you can drive, you can transport something, you can sell shirts, you can sell other merchandise. You can coach people, you can teach. There are so many different ways to make money, and most of the time, people, when they want to build up their income, they look for another job. But the thing is, you can only trade so much time for money, and at that point, There's only 24 hours in a day, and you gotta sleep, right? If you're gonna be healthy enough to make it for the next day and the day after that, you gotta have some sleep in there. So, and there's other things you should be doing, but find a way to extend your income by adding a side hustle. And if it starts off as a side hustle because your livelihood is not dependent on it, especially if you are careful about raising your standard of living as a result of money that starts coming in from that side hustle. Because if you're diligent enough, it will start coming in, and you will see a significant change in your income. And the first instinct is to start spending, but I want to suggest that you not let that be your first instinct, but that you put away some, you reinvest some, and you might spend maybe 1/5 of what comes. So like if you made 5,000, to spend more than 1,000, you're going to set yourself up to get in a hole. And now all you did, if you just raised your spending because you raised your income, all you did was go from a lower level of brokenness or paycheck to paycheck living to a higher level paycheck. Now, the whole idea of getting a second source of income, a side hustle, is to get you out of that rat race, get you out of that paycheck to paycheck lifestyle, so that you can have a lot more margin between what your expenses are and what your income is. And that gap between your expenses and what's coming in, that's what you're going to use to build wealth, to get out of debt, to save significantly. So I say all this to say, if you don't get anything from it, do something extra. Maybe if you're a doctor, I'm not suggesting a doctor. You could sell pizzas. If you could deal with the social, or if you are one of those people, you feel ashamed because you're doing something. Hey, you can feel ashamed, but you gonna change your life. The people might laugh at you now, but you're going to be the last one laughing when you can retire and have more money in retirement than you had when you were working. So, but what I am suggesting is find a way to supplement what you're making. Maybe if you're, say, a doctor, maybe you write articles, you write blogs, right? You write a book. You teach. There's always another way another avenue to stream of income that relates to what you're doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be something totally different. It could be very related to what you're doing. So, just sit down and think for a few minutes a day and brainstorm and try to figure out what am I good at? What do I love doing? What am I doing right now? And what can I do to add to what I'm doing right now? What I love to do? What have I been good at in the past? What are people telling me that they wish I did? These are some of the clues that help to get you in the right path that you need to be to take you to a level that you ought to be. The average person earns far too low of their income potential, far below. The average person just earns far below their income potential. And you could change that just by adding one income stream. One might turn into two into three, but start somewhere. So, I hope this has helped. As I said, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Hit that like button so more people will see this video. Comment below. Check out the notes below. They're there for you. And share this video so more people will, be a part of the financial wellness revolution. I want to thank you for visiting the channel. This is Joe Brown here, your coach, your mentor on the financial journey. And I want to thank you. Have a great day.